Hi guys, how y'all doing today? It's hot, it's summertime, so we're just gonna touch base a little bit with kind of heat stroke and just paying attention to your fur babies when they're outside and that kind of thing. And because I have been seeing an uptick in heat stroke and some neurologic cases secondary to overexhaustion from heat. So pay attention to your pups, your cats too. They tend to hide in the shade a little bit more. Dogs, all these animals, all these domestics, they have fur coats. They run at a much higher temperature than humans. A dog and cat's normal temperature is right around 102, 102.5. And in that ballpark, everybody has a little bit different range. That's the gist. So our temperature is normally 98.4, 98.7, dogs 102.5. That's a huge difference, and they are a lot hotter just naturally. And they can't dissipate heat as well as people do. People, we sweat, we get glands everywhere, water cools us off. Dogs do not sweat. They lose heat through panting and through their paw pads. So what I encourage owners, while we're having these numerous 100+ days and record-breaking days here in New Mexico and El Paso, Texas, West Texas area, I'd encourage owners, put some kind of water bath out there for your guys. Let them get in there. If your patient will tolerate it, wet them down with a water hose. If they're overheating and they're really, really hot, put alcohol on their paw pads. Not drinking alcohol, just rubbing alcohol will do the trick. But that helps evaporate and it really helps cool them down much, much faster. If you have a thermometer at home and you're checking your dog's temperature, if it's over, 104, 105, start cooling them off, get them wet, put a fan on them. And once their temperature hits 103, stop actively cooling them off, turn the fan off, stop fanning them, stop putting alcohol. You don't want to go from one extreme to the other. That just causes a lot of problems and physiologic changes that the body's not used to and doesn't always handle very well. There are temperatures where the brain can melt. Does it physically melt and turn into a puddle? No. But those numbers, when they're getting over about 107, 108, 109, if they're at that temperature for very long, their brain essentially melts, is the way I explain it to clients. And ultimately what I mean by that is, if we get them like that and they've been there for a while, we cool them. If we catch it very, very quickly, we can save their life, we can save them. For those patients that have been there too long, they are neurologically dead. They do not blink, they cannot eat, they cannot drink, some can't even move their eyes, and at that point there's nothing we can do and we have to euthanize those patients. So keep an eye out for it, pay attention to it. If you have a brachiocephalic breed, so a squish-faced breed, your bulldogs, pugs, Pekingese, those types of breeds, try and just keep them inside. They aren't going to tolerate this heat very well. And if you do have them outside for extended periods of time, cool them off, give them plenty of water, give them water that's cold, not hot. You can put ice chips out there, some dogs will go nuts for it. Just be aware of it, and because we have been seeing a few upticks, just pay attention, guys, as best you can. It's really sad when you have a 2-3-year-old patient and they just got heat stroke, whether left in a car with the windows up and they've been outside running, and they don't have water. Those are the patients that really get it, and sometimes by the time we see them at the veterinarian, there's nothing we can do. We have to euthanize a 2-3-year-old patient, and that's really sad. So do the best you can to avoid that, stay on top of it, just pay attention. Check the water bowl, bring them inside, give them water, make sure they have plenty of shade to get into through the different phases of the day. The sun is at one side in the morning, different side in the middle of the day, different points in a different part of the day. Depending where your house is positioned, their shade, that shade changes. Just make sure they have access to it. All right, guys. Hope you learned something. Hopefully that doesn't scare you, but be aware of it, and education prevents a lot of problems, so hope it helps.